Hello, darlings. You are welcome to Z Star Africa, your home of sizzling drama recaps. Today, we dive deep into Yuvan's acceptance of Manini as his mother, her schemes and manipulations around Yuvan, and Banni giving her all to protect and save Yuvan. Let's get into it. The episode begins with Yuvan asking Banni where his mom's star is. Devraj asks the technician to brighten another star, and the technician does so. Banni shows the star to Yuvan, making him happy. He requests his mom to show him a sign that she forgives him. Yuvan shows her a sorry card and plays the violin. Devraj asks the technician to shower star balloons on Yuvan. The technician releases the star balloons. Banni asks Yuvan to observe them, and Yuvan feels happy receiving the golden balloons. Devraj comes there, and Yuvan happily informs him that his mom has forgiven him. Yuvan plays another tune for his mom. The technician then calls Devraj and Banni outside, saying their manager wants to meet them. Banni hesitates, saying it's not good to leave Yuvan alone, but the technician assures her that Yuvan is fine. Devraj and Banni step out to meet the manager. The manager keeps Devraj and Banni busy with unnecessary talks. Devraj asks what the meeting is about, but the manager steps aside to receive calls. Banni checks on Yuvan briefly and returns. The manager asks Banni to provide tiffin services, and she agrees. Suddenly, a star blasts and smoke fills the room, making it hard for Yuvan to breathe. Yuvan calls out to Banni and Devraj for help. They rush to the door and realize it is locked. Security claims the door is locked from inside. Babby panics seeing the smoke. The technician leaves, saying he will check the issue. The manager explains that the door locked due to a short circuit. Banni tries to enter the control room, but security stops her. She asks Devraj to call the fire brigade and attempts to break the door. The technician stops her, saying the signal is back, and opens the door. Banni and Devraj rush inside and see Yuvan safe, but they notice a change in him. Yuvan says they should go home. After reaching home, Yuvan stretches and calls out Mom. Devraj and Banni ask whom he is calling. Yuvan says it's a secret. Banni looks confused. Yuvan removes the garland from Vandana's photo, saying his mom is with him now, so it's not needed. Banni takes him to eat. While feeding him, Yuvan keeps searching for something. Banni tells Devraj that Yuvan seems different. Yuvan suddenly notices Manini, runs to her, hugs her, and calls her Mama. Everyone, including Banni and Devraj, is shocked. Manini hugs him back. Yuvan makes Manini sit and feeds her the first bite, saying he feeds the person he loves most first. Manini asks him to eat, but Yuvan insists she feeds him. Banni asks Yuvan if Manini threatened him, but Yuvan denies it. Banni apologizes to him for stopping him earlier. Manini says it's the first time he has called her mom and feeds him affectionately. Banni and Devraj sense something is wrong. Yuvan asks Manini to close her eyes, saying he has a surprise. He then plays the piano. Everyone is shocked by his sudden change. Devraj explains to Banni that Yuvan had promised never to touch the piano because it reminds him of his mom, but today he broke that promise. Hemant comes out, feels happy seeing Yuvan play, and Manini hugs Yuvan. Banni confronts Manini privately, asking what she did to make Yuvan call her mother. Manini claims she did nothing and says Yuvan noticed her change. Banni warns her that the truth will come out, accusing her of having a black heart. Manini walks away. Devraj asks Banni if she found anything. Banni says Manini didn't admit anything but feels she has been pretending to gain Yuvan's trust. Myra tells Palak she is happy seeing Yuvan and Manini bond. Palak asks her not to disturb her because she needs to top her exams. Alapana asks Veer how Yuvan changed so suddenly. Veer replies that Manini is capable of anything. Banni brings milk to Yuvan. He asks why she looks stressed and tells her he wants her to always be happy. He makes her play the piano, stands close to her, and Banni feels shy. She asks him why he suddenly likes Manini. Yuvan says it's a secret. Banni reminds him they decided to share everything. Manini overhears them and interrupts by knocking. She gives clothes to Yuvan and Banni for Janmashtami. Yuvan happily agrees to wear the dress with the moon symbol. Manini takes Yuvan with her to tell him Krishna Jai's story and asks Banni to bring tea. Yuvan tells Manini he feels bad hiding the secret from Banni. Manini warns him never to tell anyone. Later, Banni finds discarded cloth in Manini's room and notices Manini practiced drawing the moon symbol. That night, Yuvan feels guilty. The next day, Yuvan decorates the swing for Krishna Jai. He puts jasmine flowers on Banni and calls her Radha while calling himself Krishna. They dance happily. Devraj smiles. Customers arrive and accuse Banni of sending spoiled food, saying she changed after marriage. They cancel the contract despite her apology. Devraj asks them for one chance, which they agree to. Sharma later confirms he also received bad food. Yuvan admits he stole food from the tiffins to imitate Krishna stealing butter. Because of this, Banni loses her orders. Yuvan apologizes, saying he did it to make his mom happy, referring to Manini's story. Banni confronts Manini, but she denies manipulating Yuvan. Banni becomes more suspicious. Later, Yuvan helps a crying girl by making a flute from a carrot, earning praise and a new food contract for Banni. Despite all this, Yuvan still refuses to reveal his secret. Banni discovers Viraj and Charmi visited the planetarium earlier and realizes Yuvan was locked there. During Janmashtami, a golden flute is stolen. Yuvan takes the blame. Banni knows he is innocent, but he refuses to speak, constantly looking at Manini. Banni finally takes the punishment meant for Yuvan. Charmi beats her. Yuvan stops it, hugs Banni, and begs her not to suffer for him. Banni notices Palak watching everything tensely. See you in the next. Much love.